Ready to go, guys. We're going to talk about the first 24 hours in your business. So what is the first 24 hours in Team VIP? Very, very simple, all right? First, obviously, you got to be a product of the product, okay? You got to sign up for your membership. You got to get involved, okay? And you got to get your brokerage account open. Nothing starts, guys, before you get your brokerage account open. So the very first thing you want to tell everybody on your team is to do the first 3 videos on the homepage. That's why they're there, okay? That's why they're there. Knock out those 3 videos, get their brokerage account set up and understanding what's going on, and point those guys into the direction of the How Do I tab. That's one of the most useful things, literally, that's out there. And if everybody can hear me okay, if you can type in on the left, if that's one of the most useful things out there, guys, is the How Do I tab, if you don't know how to do something. Okay, so let's get down to the training. Number 1, your whys. Everybody has to have a why, okay? If they're serious about making money, if they're serious about being successful in the business, then they got to have a strong why. One of the best things I've ever heard is if your why doesn't make you cry, you need a new why. Or your goals, okay? Your goals and your why is what pulls you through. That's what makes you want to accomplish things when things get difficult. And guys, they will get difficult. Never tell people this is easy. Never. Just say it's simple. But it does take work to accomplish. And your whys are going to be the things that pull you through. They're going to be the magnet that drags you forward. Okay? So you have to have your why. What's hurting you? Okay? Make it something specific. Have it really mean something to you and to your family. Post it up. I post my whys on my bathroom wall, my bathroom window. I read them, okay, twice a day. I read them when I wake up and I read them when I go to sleep. Every single night I read my whys so I know why I'm doing this business and I know why I'll never quit, okay? Number 2, a list. It's incredibly important, guys, within your first 24 hours to get your guys building a list. If you guys want to duplicate, this is the name of the game. Right here, you got to get people inside their warm market. A lot of people don't want to talk their warm market, okay? But the reality is you're most influential. The numbers are the best. Okay, the numbers are the best for those that are writing a list and that are working their list. Now, here's the easiest way to get people to do their whys in the list. Every time somebody gets started, guys, when I personally sign them up, I tell them this. Okay, I have them do 60-second whys. I'm on the phone with them and I say, okay, I time them. I use my phone, the little stopwatch on my phone, and I say, okay, in the next 60 seconds, why are you doing this business? Go. And I have them write down why they're doing the business. And then I have them stop, and then I have them do a 60-second list. Okay? Now here's what's awesome, guys. I love this part, all right? If the average person can write down 20 to 30 names inside of 60 seconds. 20 to 30 names. Now here's what's awesome, guys. Those 20 to 30 people that they think of, those are the closest people to them. So who do you think you want them to be introducing the business to first? Obviously, you want them to be introducing the people that are closest to them because those are the people that are going to be most influenced by them. All right? So that 60-second list is amazing. If you can get, guys, understand this. If you can get them to write down 30 names on a list, and if we could at least get in touch with half of those people, guys, the battle is halfway won. Halfway won inside of 60 seconds. And remember, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. So if you create the habit of people duplicating a list, their first 60 seconds in the business, man, can you imagine the duplication that's going to take place in your organization? It's going to be huge, man, monumental. One of the best things I've ever learned, guys, is it's not about recruiting the guys that can sponsor 100 people. Okay, if you can sponsor 100 people, but none of them duplicate, guess what? That business will never grow away from you. I know guys that sponsor 100, 200, 300 people out there, and guess what? They're not the #1 earners. They're not even close to being the top earners because they can't get their organization to duplicate what they've done. The best thing I've ever heard is this business is about getting a lot of people to do just a little bit. Okay? If everybody out there in our organization right now just got one, we would double in size overnight. If everybody out there just added 10 more names to the list, we'd have probably 10,000 more people on a piece of paper right now tonight. You guys see how powerful that is? It's about getting a lot of people to do a little bit. Now, if you have a little team, guess what? You can get a little bit of people to do a little bit, and now that doubles in size. So it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant if you have 1 person on your team or 100 or 1,000. It's about getting people to do a little bit, okay? Next is you got to get them to put in the work. I call it the whys list work. WLW, okay? People got to write down their whys, they got to get a list, and they got to go to work, all right? Now, I teach people to work a script. A script is the most impactful thing you can do because it gets you ready and it gets you understanding your goals and it helps you overcome objections. If you're able to learn a simple script, now it doesn't have to be detailed, it doesn't have to be 3 pages long and specific. You can use something very generic, guys, like if I would you. If I can show you how to make extra income, would you be interested? If I can show you how to be able to make potential money in the stock market, would you want to learn how? If I can introduce you to an investment education firm, would you want to learn about it? See, very simple, guys, all right? Are you open to making extra income? Or I like to use the solicit approach when I solicit somebody's opinion. You know, I can say, Joseph, I value your opinion, man. You're very sharp, and I'm looking at this. It looks good to me, but you know what? Tell me what you think about it. See, guys, any way you can get somebody to take a look at the information is good. It doesn't matter what their opinion is. Whether it's good or it's bad, it doesn't matter. The point is you want them to look at the information because we already understand that this isn't for everybody. We already understand that not everybody wants to make money. Right? There's some people out there, guys. There's some people out there that want to stay broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay? And now I'm not talking about the people I'm not bashing a job. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is there's some people out there, guys, that just don't want to learn how to leverage money, how to get money working for them. And we all know that that's one of the most valuable things you can do because your time is more valuable than money. So work a script, guys. One thing I always tell people is if you think about your favorite movie right now, what's your favorite movie? Whether it be Gladiator or Face Off or whatever movie is your favorite movie of all time. Could be The Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know. Point is, 9 times out of 10, those actors and actresses were using a script. My question to you guys is, could you tell? Probably not. So the best part is you can do the same thing. Use a script and tailor it to you. And it works, all right? It works if you work it, okay? Very simple. So now the next thing you want to do in the next 24 hours when you get somebody started is you can get somebody started in their business or you can get somebody started right. You can start their business or you can launch it, okay? If you launch somebody's business, that's 10 times more likely that they're going to be successful. And that's 10 times more likely that they're going to duplicate a business that launches with other people launching their business, okay? So number 1, you're going to sign up your IBO. Number 2, you got to get them a basic training. Whether you sit down and do it one-on-one or whether you get them plugged into a basic training video like the one we have on Team VIP, all right? And after this training, guys, I hope you guys are excited to know I'm launching one of the first Team VIP training websites that we have that's going to have all this information accessible to you guys. So after this training, I'm going to post that up in the groups, and you guys are going to have access to that. It's going to be pretty awesome. So get them a basic training video, guys. Number 2, get people a basic training. Have them do that in their first 24 hours because the first thing people want to do is start talking. That's usually the first thing they want to do, and they usually say all the wrong things. So we want them trained to work a duplicatable system. We want people trained to use a third-party tool so they take themselves out of the equation, and now we can produce more results for them in their business. Okay? Number 3, getting started right packet. This is key. People got to have material. They got to know what the compensation plan looks like. They got to have a roadmap to success. Okay, I've heard before that any road will, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Okay, you can be completely lost. And guess what? If if you go into a room and you're blindfolded and maybe you have a shotgun in your hand and you got to hit a target on the wall and somebody spins you around, you're probably not going to hit that target if your life depended on it. But if somebody did the exact same thing, put a blindfold on you, put you in a room, gave you a shotgun, spun you around, and they grabbed your hand and they put your hand on the target, now you can back up and knock that thing out of the park, man. That's exactly what we do when you give somebody the materials to have success. If you just get them started and say, hey, talk to people, man, they're like throwing mud against the wall and hoping it sticks. Okay, you got to have them, you got to give them a roadmap, you got to give them a plan that they can follow, and the Getting Started Right packet does that. And you can put whatever you want in your packet, guys. This is what I have in mind, and I'm going to give you guys access to a Getting Started Right packet. You can literally send a link to somebody, and they're going to be able to click that link in the website that I have set up, and now they're going to be able to print all the materials in the packet. Okay, so it's very simple. I like to have a compensation plan in there. I like to have the PS3M system. I like to have a script in there. And I also like to have a copy of Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. And we'll talk about that in a second, okay? So nonetheless, have a getting started right packet, okay? And a proper way to write out their list is key. Tracking your business like a business is key. If you want it to pay you like a business, you got to track it like a business. So that's number 3, getting started right packet. Number 4 is have your new IBO send you a picture of their why in their list. Guys, understand something. If they haven't done their whys and they haven't done their list, number 1, they're not serious. Okay, so I'm always testing people. I want to know how far people are, how serious they are about their business. Remember, Jim Rohn says, you step, I step. You take 2 steps, I take 2 steps. You don't step, I don't step. Okay, you want to be looking for the lookers. You want to be spending 80% of your time with 20% of the people, because 20% of the people do 80% of the volume. So you want to know who your leaders are, and you want to know how you know who a leader is? A leader takes copious notes. A leader knocks out the training within 24 hours. A leader is going to be somebody that when you tell them, hey, send me a picture of your whys and list, bam, guys, they send you a picture of their whys and their list. Okay, a leader is not somebody that you're going to have to, remind 10 and 20 times that they should be getting on these trainings. All right, so understand, have them tell them to do that. Say, hey, as soon as you get done with your whys, as soon as you get done with your list, send me a picture. That way I can make sure you did it correctly. All right. And when people do that, you can already tell they're taking their business seriously. More importantly, you know to take them to the next step. If they haven't even done that, I don't even take them nowhere. I don't get them to the next step. I don't have them do anything until they've done their whys and their list. Number 5, set a weekly schedule of consistent hours. Whatever their hours are, this is their business. This is their business, but the reality is most people have never been self-employed. Most people have never worked for themselves before, so they don't know what it's like to work on their own. They don't know what it's like to not have a boss tell them exactly when to show up, when to clock in, when to clock out, what work to do, what needs to be done. So guys, when you have a brand new person, you got to hold their hand for at least the first week. Okay, you got to really get them started right at least the first week minimum. Okay, and if you hold their hand and set them up right, guess what? Your people will get set up right. Okay, so this is how I set it up. I'll tell people, hey, if you seriously want to make an extra $500 a month minimum, if you want to make $500 a month, that's going to take at least 1 to 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Period. If you can't commit to that, you're really not serious about your business. And I can't really say that you're going to honestly make $500 or more residual income in your business. Okay? So the reality is you got to be willing to meet me halfway. Remember, you step by step. So then I say, if they say, yeah, great, no problem, I can definitely work an hour. That's easy. Great. What hours do you want to work a day? That way I know when you're available, so I know when to work with you personally and give you personal mentorship. See, guys, I lock people in. And when you lock people into a time, guess what? Now they're accountable. Now they're actually taking their business seriously. Now they're thinking, oh, wait, okay, well, I got school, Monday through Friday. I'm going to be busy. I work a job 8 to 5. I got my kids and I do dinner at 6. See, now they're really taking the business seriously. Now they got to schedule it into their life because they've never scheduled it into their life before. So now if they're scheduling it into their life, now they're 10 times more likely to actually work an hour a day. And here's the best part, you can even call them during their time and say, hey Joe, you know what? I just wanted to check on you. I know this was the time you said you wanted to be working. Let me let you know exactly what you should be doing right now. This is your first day in the business, or this is your first hour in the business. Let me show you exactly what it takes for you to be successful. Let me help you set up your list correctly. Let's get your first 10 people on the phone. See, this is how you produce results, guys. You launch people's business. Okay, so set up some hours with your people. Number 6 is role play with them. Make sure they understand how to talk to people, how to work the PS3M system. A lot of people out there don't even know what the M stands for. Okay, pique people's interest, show them an overview, do a 3-way call, and have a meeting. Make sure they know how to invite people to those things. Make sure they know how to say, if I would you. Are you open to making extra income? Using the different kind of approaches. Make sure they role play, because people are nervous, man. They've never done it before. It's not that they don't want to do it. Guys, understand something. When people get started in your business and they're not successful, it's not because they don't want to. Nobody signs up and pays $100 to $230 for nothing. People want to be able to be successful. A lot of times there's sometimes when they don't want to do the work. I'm not saying there's not people out there like that. But most of the time, people just don't know exactly what to do and what to say. And so if you help them and you coach them along, they're going to be 10 times more likely to be successful, especially when you do it within their first 24 hours. Because that's when they're their highest emotion, their highest excitement, and they're ready to go to work. Lastly, guys, my mentor told me, okay, at the time my mentor was making about $10,000, maybe $15,000 a month. He said, Justin, he said, listen to Jim Rohn every single day for a month, or personal development. But particularly, he said Jim Rohn. So I did Jim Rohn. He said, listen to building your network marketing business every single day for a month, and it'll change your life. This guy was making 10 grand a month. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do exactly what he tells me to do. I listen to it every day, guys, every day for a month. And within a short amount of time, guess what? I was able to make a 6-figure income monthly. And so now that same exact mentor that told me to do that is still telling people to do that to this very day. And he's duplicating that. And guess what? Last year, he made over $1 million a year. Over $1 million bucks, guys. So do you think that that was helpful to do that? Absolutely 100%. So I'm telling all you guys, listen to Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. And even better, I'll give you guys a free copy, access to a free copy as soon as we're done with this. Okay? So that's the 7-step getting started right. 7-step getting started right. Next is you want to GOP. Okay? GOP. That stands for Get Our People Paid. You want to get people paid. The newest IBO is the most important IBO because they're the most excited. Okay, you want to spend your time with the newest people. You don't want to spend most of your time with the guys that have been hanging around for the last 3 months and they haven't done anything. All right, guess what? Get off people's back, man. If they don't want to build this business, guess what? I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. So you got to get off people's back. You got to just let them be who they are. If they don't want it, they don't want it. And that's 100% okay. There's tons of other people out there that want to be successful and that deserve your time. So look for those people. Remember, look for those that are looking. Okay, there's 2 kinds of people. You either want it or you don't. It's that simple. So let's get our people paid. Focus on the new people. Teach your new people to get 10 people on the phone or to a meeting in 7 days. That creates immediate action, guys. When you tell that to people, and don't make it a big deal. Say, look, this is what our team does. We get 10 people on the phone in 7 days. You want your 3 people signed up? Get me on the phone with 10 people in 7 days and you follow up. Money's in recruiting, but the fortune is in the follow-up. So if you follow up with those people that you got me on the phone with, I guarantee you 2 to 3 of them are going to get started. This is the ratio, guys. Teach your team this. Out of 10 people, 3 to 4 are not going to get started. They're broke, busted, they're usually negative. They're negative about their life, negative about their job, negative about their wife, and they usually got a negative bank account to go with it. That's 3 to 4 people out there, okay? 3 to 4 people are incubators. They want to watch. They want to watch and see what you do. They want to see if you make money, and if you do, they're going to come. If you quit or you never make money, guess what? They never come, okay? I don't even worry about those people. I worry about the 2 to 3 that understand it. They're looking and they want to get started. I focus my time on those people. So remember, get 10 people on the phone in 7 days, and that produces immediate action, okay? Another part of getting our people paid, create a 21-day habit. All right, create a 21-day habit. My mentor taught me that you have to do something for 21 days before it becomes a habit. If you don't do something for 21 days straight, it's not a habit, okay? That means prospect every single day, 21 days. All right, make phone calls every single day for 21 days. Read your whys out loud every single day for 21 days. And then it will become a habit and you'll start doing it unconsciously. All right, or you might have to focus on it a little bit, but it won't be nearly as hard as when you first started. So help people create a 21-day habit. Help them set up their first week meeting. Make sure they understand to get on their first live webinar. Set up their first home event. That's so important, man. You want somebody successful? Get 10 people to their house their first week. Bam, you got your 10 people right there to a meeting. Get people a home meeting set up their first week they get started. Don't make it a big deal. Just let them know, hey, when we do a home meeting, your first meeting, when do you want to get 10 of your closest friends or family over to your house so we can do a live presentation? You don't even got to be there. I just did a live presentation, guys, for the guys in Michigan. They had over 10 people in the house, and guess what? People got started, man. They were excited. They're pumped up. They're ready to go. And now we just launched their business, and now they're creating momentum. All right, so get the first home meeting knocked out. Get people on the phone with your upline as well. Get them a phone introduction. Make sure people understand that this is a lot bigger than you. Get them plugged into the groups. Get them plugged into the chats. All right. Remember, the guy that promotes the most makes the most. Get them introduced to an upline. Get them introduced to a bigger picture. All right. And it could even be a cross line. Just get them introduced to somebody else other than you so that they feel that there's support in the team. Remember, guys. Okay. Remember, it's rare that people quit a baseball team. Why is that? Why is it rare that people quit a baseball or football team? Because of the team atmosphere. Even if you're the suckiest guy on the team, even if you're the guy that doesn't score the points, or you're not the guy that signs up all kinds of people, you'll stick around just because you feel the impactful positivity of the team. So get people plugged in and they'll stick around, guys. All right. Sponsoring, guys. Sponsor quality over quantity. Very important. Sponsor quality over quantity. It's much better to find the right people. If this isn't for them, don't beg them, don't pressure them, don't sell them, don't close them. All right. I sign up the people that are looking, because guess what? If you sell somebody into this business, if you close them into the business, you're going to have to close them to get on the trainings. You're going to have to sell them to get on the calls. You're going to have to sell them to prospect people. You're going to have to sell them to write a list. And you're probably going to have to sell them to go to the bank to cash the check that you helped them make. All right. So get the people that want to be successful. Quality over quantity. Understand our compensation. Get people a roadmap to the $1,500 mark. All right. That's the best thing you can do. Don't overwhelm them with all this stuff if they haven't even gotten their 3 people, okay? You shouldn't even be asking questions, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I want you guys to have an understanding of the compensation, but the reality is you shouldn't be wasting all kinds of time trying to understand the prosperity pools if you haven't even sponsored your first 3 people. All right, so focus. Stay in your lane, guys. Focus. 300 in volume, that's going to pay you a $100 payout. 1,200 in volume, that pays you a $600 monthly residual. 3,900 in volume, that pays you $1,500. When I get somebody started, when I ask them, what's your goal? Is it to make $500 a month, $1,000 a month? What is it? Most people, they say they want to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. They're happy with that working part-time. Great. Make sure they understand how to do it. Make sure they understand the line max and how many people they need to have in their 3 different legs. Okay, and the fact that you cannot place people under them if they do not get at least 1 person. Okay, so they got to get their 3 for you to be able to place people in their legs to be able to help them. And make sure they understand that spillover is a privilege. It's not a right. Okay, I don't even like to tell people they're going to get spillover. It's a possibility. All right, not a guarantee. Lastly, guys, you want people to be able to, obviously social media is huge, okay? You want people to be able to use social media to be able to attract. Attraction marketing is huge, but you want them to understand how to do it. You don't want people to be out there spamming people. Do you want to join my business? Do you want to join my business? Make money here, make money here. You don't want that, guys. You want people to live their normal life and build through attraction marketing. People don't buy what you do, but they buy why you do it. Okay, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So develop your story. That's the most powerful thing you can do. A lot of people want to over talk the business. They want to complicate it. They want to explain all the details. Don't do that, guys. Develop your story. That's the most powerful thing you can possibly do. Let them know where you were. Let them know what was going wrong in your life. Let them know why you decided to even take a look at doing something part-time, and let them know how this is changing your life. Even if you're not making money, how you can see yourself immediately better by the team. If you can see yourself immediately becoming more than what you have been becoming, you can easily see yourself making more money than what you've made. All right. Your story is the most powerful thing you can possibly have. So 60 to 90-second videos are the best. 60 to 90-second stories are the best. Okay. Positivity and information. Be different. Stand out. All right. Don't be the negative Nancy on Facebook or on social media like everybody else is. Attract the kind of people. You're going to attract the people by what you are. Okay. Not what you want to be, but by what you become right now today. What books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? Okay, who's your mentor right now? Who's your running partner? Because I'm telling you guys this, you're the average of the 5 closest people around you. If you got 5 broke, busted, and disgusting people around you, guess what? 9 times out of 10, chances are you're going to be number 6. So get around the positivity, get around the people that are reaching for more, get around the people that want to have what you want to have. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals, and let's go out there and smash it, guys. We have the most powerful team in the industry. We got the most powerful compensation plan, and we literally got the best product out there. In my opinion, hands down. We got the product that literally can make you money without recruiting and without selling. Who wouldn't want to be interested in that, guys? Really, who wouldn't want to be interested? One of the best things that I ever told, if you're having trouble introduce this to people, keep it simple. You're probably doing too much. Think about it, guys. Really think about it. If you got 10 people and those 10 people would probably ask your help to move or help with anything. Guys, if you can't get half of those people to take a look at the information for free video, there's something fundamentally wrong that you're doing. You're doing something fundamentally wrong if you can't get half the people that are your friends, quote unquote, right? They're your friends that would ask you to help them move. If you can't get them to take a look at the information just by asking their opinion of what they think about what you got. All right, so keep it simple, be different, stand out, and let's go out there, let's win, guys. I'll see you guys all at the top, from the top. I don't want this to take up all night, and I appreciate everybody hopping on. Look in the chats and look in the groups, guys. I'm going to be launching the team website here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so be ready for that. And I appreciate everybody logging on and hopping onto the call. And this is recorded, guys, so I'll make sure you guys get this recording. I'll see you guys at the top or from the top. This is Jwill, and I'm out. Good night.